The thing that I really like about American Express business cards is that they don't always do a hard check. So I'll explain that more in a minute. And also at the end of this video, I'm going to be doing a live application. So make sure you stick around for that. Even if you have bad credit, I'm going to show you how to maximize your chances of being approved. So I'm going to be start this video off with comparing the Business Plus card to the Business Cash card. I have had both of these cards for about a year now, and I'm going to tell you which one I like and which one I don't. So we're going to start with the Business Cash card. The Business Cash card is obviously a cashback. Well, it might not be obvious, but it's a cashback card. I don't remember. I think I'm getting 2% cash back on all my purchases. So just to put that into perspective, I've spent about over $20,000, minimum of $20,000 on this card, and my year-to-date cash back is only exactly $255.52. To me, that's not really worth it. I would rather have the Amex points, because if I had spent that same amount of money on this Business Plus card, you can see Business Plus and Business Cash, if I would have spent that $20,000 on the Business Plus card, I probably could have got a full free vacation. I also have the Business Sky Miles Gold card, and I've been able to take 4 trips in the past year, all paid for. Not just my flight was paid for. So I'm sure with the Business Plus card, if I had that $20,000 in points, it would have been a great situation. So my APR, I had a 0% APR on both of these cards for 12 months. And so that's getting ready to expire. I definitely think the points is the better deal, and if you're going to be choosing between a points card and a cashback card, to definitely get the points, because I think when we hear cashback, it sounds nice, but then when you really do the numbers and think about how much money you really have to spend for it to be like a good deal, it's not worth it in my opinion. But you're gonna have to make that decision. Maybe you're spending $100,000 on your card and the cashback is a good deal for you. I don't know. I'd rather have the points. So now I'm going to give you a quick glimpse into the American Express app. And I'll also say the offers that they do give you are actually really, really good offers. So I'm going to read them to you in a second. And I would also recommend that you also take the time to look at the offers on the actual website, because just last night, in preparation for this video, I went to take a look at the offers, and they were offering me 100,000 bonus points, a welcome offer on the Amex Gold card, which on the website it's only 60,000 bonus points, and that's like an unheard of deal, because I've only ever heard of people getting a max of a 90,000 point bonus. So that was insane, and they're personalized offers, so that's not an offer that, I mean, I'm sure they give it to other people, but not a widely known offer. So in the American Express app, there'll be a tab that says offers right down at the bottom there. So the first one that pops up is a Hilton offer. So spend $500 or more, get $100 back on all your Hilton purchases, but it's only at the Las Vegas and Nevada locations. They have Buffalo Wild Wings, get 4 times the membership points per eligible dollar spent. Same thing with North Face, you get 5 times the membership points, $50 or more, spend $50 or more and get $10 back on Under Armour. On YSL Beauty, spend $100 or more and get $20 back. The Grand Hyatt, spend $300 or more, get $60 back. They just have a bunch of different things. They have a Sunoco. If you spend $25 or more on Sunoco, you get $5 back. And just different things. They have like a whole bunch. Like the list just goes on and on and on and on and on. And they definitely are good deals. But one thing I would be careful of is don't be in here spending money on offers just because you have the offer. Like, you're going to end up in such a hole, because these are some pretty good offers. So I think that's pretty cool, and the offers do vary by card. So I noticed that like that 100,000 bonus point offer was only available on my Business Plus account, and it wasn't available on my Sky Miles or Business Cash account. So definitely make sure if you have more than one card that you're looking through and making sure that you're looking at all your offers. So I'm gonna go back on the point of where they don't always do a hard check. So I know that the first American Express credit card that I ever got was my Gold Sky Miles card, and I actually don't even think they did a hard check for that. But then I also have these 2 other American Express cards, and I'm pretty sure they didn't do a hard check for that either. So I'm not saying that's going to be the case for you, but if it is, they usually are known for doing a hard check on your first credit card, and if you apply for more within like a 3-month or 2-month period, it'll only be a soft pull on your credit. So I think that's really incredible, because if you go apply for 3 Bank of America credit cards, I'm pretty sure they're going to give you a hard check 3 times. So that's something else. And another tip is that if you do have 3 credit cards, like I think I'm pretty set with business credit cards with Amex. I don't think I'm going to apply for any more in the future. But so the thing is that you want to every 3 months call and ask for a credit limit increase, and that's how you can increase your credit limit without increasing the amount of credit cards that you have. So you wonder how people have like 6 figures in credit cards and credit limits. I don't think that people have 20 different credit cards. They're just making sure that they're staying on top of their credit limit increases and making sure that they do call. And a tip is that Discover business cards do not do credit limit increases. So if you're comparing any other cards to the American Express card and you're considering getting a different brand, Discover doesn't do credit limit increases. So just be careful with that. And so now you will move on to the credit application. So I'm just going to be real with you guys. If you have bad credit, your chances of being approved are going to be limited, because the credit companies only have your personal credit to go off of. They don't know anything about your business if you don't have business credit established already. If you do, that'll work in your favor 1,000%. But if you don't, they're going to go by your personal credit to make that decision. It might be in your best interest to spend a few months working on your personal credit, but if you don't want to, I'm going to show you how to position yourself as a business to look more professional and increase your chances of getting approved, because not everybody has the time to increase their personal credit. So if you don't, here we go. I also just want to know, if you don't have bad personal credit, you don't have to do all these tips, because I personally didn't do all these things my first time, because I had a 763 credit score, so I didn't really need to do these things. But also, just a quick tip before I get into the application: if you are applying for a credit card, they say the best times to apply are between 1 a.m. and 5 a.m. because allegedly there's no live person looking over your application. And another tip is to go on the website, enter your email information, complete the application right before you submit. Exit out of the tab, so don't actually submit your application. And what they're going to do is email you another link to continue your application. So then click on that link to finish your application, and it's supposed to give you a higher chance of being approved. So those two things combined with the things that I'm about to tell you should increase your chances. But like I said, if you don't have good personal credit, it might still be a little bit of a challenge. So here we go, part 2. The current offers for the Business Blue Cash Card are: earn a $250 statement credit when you spend $3,000 in purchases on your card in the first 3 months. And you get 2% cash back, like I said earlier, on eligible purchases up to $50,000 in purchases, and 1% cash back on all other purchases. And you also have expanded buying power on that card, the cash card, which means that if you have a $10,000 credit limit, and I've heard of people usually getting $10,000 limits with these two cards, you can spend more than that. So let's say your card is maxed out, you spent the whole $10,000, you can go a couple hundred more. So that's a little dangerous, but if you need it, it's there for you. And then the Blue Business Plus credit card, which is the points card, the welcome offer currently is 15,000 membership points after you spend $3,000 in eligible purchases on the card in your first 3 months of membership. And on that card, you get 2 times points on all eligible purchases up to $50,000, and 1 times the point on other purchases. And that card also comes with expanded buying power as well. So those are the 2 welcome offers. So let's apply for the cash card, even though I already have it. So I know they're not going to give it to me. But so it's going to have you start with your email address. If you're applying for this card as a business, you want to make sure you have a business email address. So you just go to the G Suite. It's $6 a month. The basic package is all you need. Do not pay for the $30 a month email option. I'm just going to make sure your domain name is in your email. So my business is Capri Hair Care. So my email is help@caprihaircare.com. You don't want to have caprihaircare@gmail.com. Just more professional to have it the other way. So that's number 1. It's going to ask you for your legal business name. You put that, whatever your LLC is. Your approval chances are not going to be hindered if you don't have a DBA, because not all businesses have one. This is really important. Your business address line. So you want to make sure that you're not putting your business address as your personal address. So if you live at 100 Dudley Street, do not put that on your business application. You want to make sure you have a business address, and there are virtual business addresses that you can apply for. So I'm going to put that up here, and then also you can have an in-person business address. So my business address is a UPS mailbox, and it's just a regular address. So if you need that, and I also recommend you having that anyway, because if you have an LLC, you're going to want to make sure you put your business address on your LLC, not your personal address, because people can look up that information. And if you have terrible customer service and someone looks up your LLC and sees you live at 100 Dudley, they come to your house, then what? So make sure you definitely go to UPS and check out their mailboxes. It's different from a PO box, and so a lot of times on these applications you can't put a PO box. So if you need that real address, definitely check out a UPS business mailbox. And I'm also going to put the information up here, and then a business phone number. You can use your regular phone number, but like I said, if you have bad credit and you're trying to increase your chances of look as professional as possible, you want to get a business phone number. And I'm going to also put the resources for that up here as well. It's a 1-800 number, and just something that they can see that you're an established business, because nobody wants to give credit to a business that isn't really established, that you're running out of your basement. So then it's going to ask you for your industry type. You put that. That's self-explanatory. I'm not going to go over the self-explanatory stuff. Your annual business revenue. This is not how much you actually make. You can put the industry projected amount on your application. So I'm in the beauty hair care industry. There's businesses, hair care businesses that make $20 million a year. You can put your industry average on your annual business revenue. This is what you can make, what your people in the industry are making. So that's something to consider for your application. It's going to ask you for your EIN number. If you don't have an EIN number, it's free. It takes 10 minutes to apply for. You just go to like EIN number, and it's the .gov website, the IRS website. It takes 10 minutes. It's going to ask you for your role. Are you a manager? Like, who are you? Owner? Whatever. Then it's going to ask you for your personal information, and that's where you actually put your personal information. Don't lie about your annual income. Make sure you're putting your correct annual income. It's going to ask you for your social, and then it's going to tell you like the interest rates and all that. So that's the application. It's pretty easy. Just make sure you're positioning yourself, but also, like I said, I want to be real with you guys. If your personal credit is like a 500, you might want to build your personal credit up with a secured card first and see if that helps you. So that's pretty much the end of this video. I hope it was helpful. If you have any questions, let me know in the comments. I think if you're going to choose one of these cards, definitely choose the Business Plus card. I think you get more for your buck. And so, yeah, that's it. I'll see you guys in the next video.